Forecast. I'm Joseph, the host of the UFC Forecast, and I got the birthday boy Loaf. So make sure you pause the video and wish him happy birthday in the comment section below. It's much appreciated. He's 23 years old. Hopefully he hits some bets this weekend on the birthday. We're giving you the final predictions and bets post weigh-in face-off show here for Mackenzie, Dern, Angela Hill. 2 picks changed for us, Loaf, and we got a shoey bet, so stay tuned for that. It's becoming a weekly thing here at the UFC Forecast. People love it, and it also adds a little spice to the weekend. We don't have to put any money down, and we can still have a little competitive bet with each other. So if you stay tuned, you're going to find out who the shoey bet is this week. And the early prediction show for Mackenzie Dern and Angela Hill was her 3rd highest viewed video. We really appreciate the support. Hard to believe it was the 3rd highest viewed, though, because below it was John Jones, Cyril Gane, Islam Makhachev, and Alex Volkanovski. And they were both final prediction videos. And the final prediction video for Adesanya and Ferreira, that's sitting at number 2 with 936 views. But number 1 was Islam Makhachev, Charles Oliveira. Loaf wasn't even there for that one.
No.
It was me and Carter Shorty Worth, and that was the early prediction show. Did the single video that week. I'm very shocked about that, aren't you, Loaf?
4.7K.
Yeah, so 340 views is the 3rd time highest viewed video for the UFC Forecast, and it was the early prediction show on Dern versus Hill. That's crazy. And the only one video to really blow up was the 4.7K views, and it was me and Carter Shorty Worth, and it was Makhachev and Charles Oliveira. After that, it was 936, and the ones below the early prediction show, it was 330 views and 307 views. So we're getting up there. UFC Forecast, like I said, is still a new channel. We've only been a channel since July last year, and our first ever video was Juliana Pena and Amanda Nunes 2, Brandon Moreno, and Kai Kara France 2. And we've been killing it, man. We have the lock and dog tracker out there now. Loaf's lock picks are 80%. I'm going to pull that up for you guys right now. He's hit his last 5 dog of the weeks. I've had some rough patches, but I've been turning it around lately, as you can see. And we also have a safety parlay tracker out there. Last week, the safety parlay hit up 7 units. So if you want to join the Patreon page, it's only $5 a month, exclusive and early access to all of our bets.
Well,
Discord.
Those are cold, eh?
Yeah, nice cold beers for the show. So make sure you crack a beer, have a drink for the show. We're going to give some final predictions here, go over the post weigh-in face-off show. But what I was going to say is the Discord, absolutely free. Locks and dogs in there, props of the week in there. People are talking in the Discord chat and everything. So for absolutely free, become a forecaster and join that Discord. Really, really appreciate that support. And like I said, it's Loaf's birthday. Get in that comment section below and wish him happy birthday. He's 23. Likely going to smash some bets this week. And his underdog of the week, like I mentioned, 5 in a row. Bound to be 6 in a row, Loaf. We're going over these face-offs right now. Starting it off with the main card. No, actually, we're starting off with the early prelims for a change here. We got Themba Gorimbo and Takashi Sato. Pick for me staying the same. They face off. Themba has a slight height advantage. He looks in good shape. I know he's kind of low-level, fought some low-level competition, but I think he's going to get the takedowns and win this fight, Loaf.
Yeah, I can't see Sato winning this any other way other than knockout if it goes to decision. I think Themba will hold up and it will be a decision. He'll get a lot of takedowns and wrestle Sato quite a bit. So I'm going to go Themba Gorimbo for decision on this one. Still the same pick.
And next up, we got the biggest favorite on the card, Natalia Silva, against now $7, Victoria Leonardo. She likely doesn't have a chance to win in this fight, and the odds are clearly saying that throughout the week. She's dropped big time now, $7. That's insane. I think Silva finishes her.
This one's pretty cut and dry. I mean,
very cut and dry.
This one's it's the 2 bets you can take is either a finish or I'd say not to go the distance, 150. 150 not to go the distance. I'm not sure what it is for finish. What's her for finish?
153, Natalia Silva finish. She won her last 8 fights, last 7 by finish. 5 of those were by armbar. I think she gets it done by finish. You could play it by submission. I'm leaning submission because of those 5 arm bars, but, you know, on the feet, she does have power and she can definitely get it done.
Yeah. Submission or KO, it's definitely live for her.
And next up, we got Nick Fiore, my lock of the week, against Chase Hooper. And Diehard MMA said people are going to potentially lose some money betting Nick Fiore. And then I commented, who's going to be chasing Chase Hooper and losing money or whatever. But yeah, that kind of sketched me out, but I'm still super confident on Nick Fiore. He's trained at New England Cartel with Rob Font and Calvin Cater. His last fight with Mateus Rebecki. Like, how can you go against this guy, man?
Yeah, I don't think there's any chance he loses, honestly.
And he was 190, now he's 172. So, I know diehard MMA's not going him with this week and doesn't have confidence in him. And a couple people like Chase Hooper, but man, do not get caught chasing on Chase Hooper here. I think Nick Fiore's going to knock him out.
Like I said, I'm probably putting $30 on the KO alone for Nick Fiore.
Yeah.
I like him by knockout for sure.
The knockout is live early in this fight.
Next up, we got Ilir Latifi versus Rodrigo Nascimento, and I'm going Nascimento for sure. I mean,
Lock of the week, too.
He's still easily my lock. I mean, the size difference, the length, man. Like, look how big he is compared to
he's
him.
much bigger than Latifi, and Latifi was going to retire last fight, too. Don't forget about that, so.
Latifi's, oh man, Rodrigo's going to eat him, man. I'm telling you.
Latifi is good on the ground. He's going to look for the wrestling
It's going
and
to be
control time.
A finish for sure.
Yeah, I think Latifi's going to get finished here. He has 4 knockout losses, 4 decision losses. If it goes the distance, definitely could be sketchy. Latifi did fight some very good competition, but I don't think he's getting this one done. I think it's time for him to retire. Your lock of the week is a good pick. And for lock of the weeks, we just pick a favorite that's above 140 that we're guaranteed to win. And underdog of the week is just a guaranteed underdog that we think is going to win. So, lock of the week this week for Loaf. He's taking 2 of them. I think Nascimento's a very safe play. And next up, we got my second lock of the week. I'm going 2 as well. And I had Gilbert Urbina at 220 Loaf. Now he's 190. It's a coin flip with Orion Cosce, who has 6 knockouts, 1 submission, 1 decision. And Orion, he's a pretty good wrestler. 72% takedown defense as well. But Gilbert, he averages 4 takedowns. He has a 4-inch reach advantage. He's going to be high volume, high pace. He looks ready to go. He's fired up. And he has a height advantage as well. Very good lock of the week pick for me.
I don't know if it'll be a decision or a finish. That's the thing I've been struggling with all week.
Cosse's only loss was a knockout loss to Philip Bro.
Yeah, I mean, it very well could be a knockout. I mean, I'm going to play... I'm making an official pick, though. I'm going to go decision for Gilbert.
Yeah, early in the week, money line was the play for sure.
He'll just outwork Koski and keep taking him down, get a lot of ground pound. I'd say it could be a decision.
Yeah, earlier in the week, you should have hopped on Gilbert Urbina when he was plus money. Now it's a coin flip fight, but I still think he's going to dominate it. And next up, we got a women's fight. Vanessa Demopoulos, Karolina, Kowalkiewicz. And this is the shoey bet between me and Loaf. No, I'm just fucking with you. We're definitely not shoey betting a women's fight.
What the fuck are you talking about?
We disagree, but we're definitely not doing a shoey bet on it.
I kind of like Karolina for this, man. I know some people like Demopoulos.
I like Demopoulos.
I know you do too. I think Karolina's going to drag this out and get us probably, I'd say, a split decision win over Demopoulos.
Yeah, both girls fought very good competition. Karolina was once fighting for a belt, fighting top-level competition. But Vanessa, it's her time. She's younger. She has 4 submission wins, which is super impressive. She submitted Silva, Gomez, Guaraz, and Sam Hughes. She potentially could submit Karolina on this one. I don't think Karolina looked great at the weigh-ins or at the face-off. Give me Vanessa all day long here. She's plus money, and she's fought pretty good competition too, coming up short by decision. But I think she gets this one done. She won her last 3 fights. We got to disagree on one, and a women's fight is a very good one to disagree on.
I like it, yeah. Next up, we got Viacheslav Borshchev.
The Russian vodka. Let's have a shot.
Versus Maheshate. I forget his first name, honestly. Hayase Maheshate.
Have a shot of that. Borshchev. Good luck for Borshchev.
I like Borshchev for this one. Man,
I like him a lot.
He struggled his last couple, but this is guy knocked out Chris Duncan and stuff. He has really good experience, good wins. I gotta go Borshchev, man, to get the knockout here over a young kid. So I'm gonna go Borshchev KO TKO.
Yeah, a little slump, lost his last 2, and he's been taken down 24 times in his last 4 fights. But I don't think Maheshate is gonna take him down here. This one's gonna stay on the feet. Borshchev's a better kickboxer. He's gonna be faster. He could find the KO, but the decision is $5 on Betway. I like that as well, honestly. Borshchev, though, I'm not putting any money on him this weekend. I want to see him turn it around. Losing his last 2 fights is not a great look, but I think he gets it back in the win column. And maybe like a long shot parlay or something could have Borshchev on it, but I wouldn't put him on any main parlays or anything like that. Play it safe. Knockout could be live for Maheshate. He has heavy hands. And looking at his competition, man, he has 4 knockout wins. A couple of those were in the first round. And in his debut, he knocked out Steve Garcia in the first round. So Steve Garcia is on a pretty good run right now.
Yeah.
Don't take any credit away from him.
Next up, we got the start of the main event and also our shoey bet. We got Michael Johnson versus Diego Ferreira.
This is legitly the shoey bet.
Yeah, this is the shoey
Loaf
bet.
agreed, I agreed earlier in the week, and we forgot about it. Until UFC Gambling Addicts, he commented and said this is like a weekly thing for us to shoey bet.
Yeah.
So we had to do a shoey bet again.
Yeah.
We had to.
But this one's super close, man. I've been jumping kind of all over the place thinking about different outcomes of this one. But I'm going to stick with Diego Ferreira, man. He's fought really good competition.
So did Michael Johnson, too.
Obviously.
Both of them.
They both have fought unreal competition.
Yeah, two vets of the game.
And I gotta go with Diego Ferreira, man. I think he's just gonna have a little bit more. I think at that layoff, he was really training to come back here and get this done. He had just an injury they had to recover from. I think he's healthy now. He took another layoff. He was supposed to fight earlier, but took more time off to recover. So I like him to come out strong here. I like him possibly for either a submission or a decision over Michael Johnson.
My underdog of the week is going to be Michael Johnson. I think he wins this fight, Loaf. I really do. Yeah. He's fought Khabib, Gaethje, Josh Emmett, Edson Barboza, Tony Ferguson, Ertan Lobov, Beneil Dariush, Nate Diaz. He has a better fight IQ. He has more power. And right now he's training at Killcliff FC with Ian Gary, Gilbert Burns. There's a bunch of killers there, man. And he's getting very good rounds in. He's active. I know his record is 13-14 in the UFC. It's not phenomenal. He's had his ups and downs too. But he arguably won his last 3 fights. I think he's getting this done. He's plus money, underdog of the week. And my last 2 underdogs won in the first round by KO. I'm leaning Michael Johnson by first round KO once again. 3 in a row first round KOs for my underdogs of the week, man.
It won't be first round.
It might not be first round, but I have a feeling he definitely could come out here. Like you said, 2 years off for Fiore. Lost his last 2 by KO. I think he's getting chinned again in this one. Michael Johnson's hungry. He wants a shot at that top 15 once again. He's beat some guys that are getting big fights, and he wants his money. He wants to get paid. And I want to get paid too. Give me Michael Johnson plus money right now. Let's go.
And next up, we got my underdog of the week to make it go 6 in a row.
6 in a fucking row,
I got Andre Fialho. I mean, he's got a good height on Buckley. He looks good. He's used to this weight. Buckley had to drop weight, so it's going to be a new division for Buckley.
Yeah, we kept an eye on that too. Buckley, he was cutting weight pretty easily.
And I feel like he's going to get chin checked, man. I feel like Fialho's not scared of him one bit.
That is the problem.
And I feel like Fialho's going to catch him when Buckley's one of those type of fighters that rushes in.
Yeah, he does.
And I feel like Andre's going to be waiting for a counter, and he's going to counter and get a sleep himself.
Yeah, and you cut all that weight, how is your chin going to hold up? You know what I mean? Yeah. You wear a bunch of heavy shots against Fialho, who's knocked out 13 opponents, 11 of them in the first round. Yeah. That's a very good underdog pick. And Jacob at We Want Picks, he's 5 in a row on underdogs too. So you guys are on the same streak, which is pretty decent. Jacob last week, he had Johnny Walker as his underdog of the week, and that was your lock of the week.
And then I had Douglas
Silva D'Andrade as your underdog. So, yeah. And this week his lock is Themba Gorimbo. And Johnny Walker is 183 for us as a betting favorite. And Themba Gorimbo is 183 betting favorite. And
I'm pretty sure they were both favorites.
They were both favorites, so I don't understand how they were his underdog of the week. But your underdogs are legitly underdogs. Douglas Silva, D'Andrade. Now you're going Andre Fialho. The lock and dog of the week tracker, I'll pull it up once again. We're not bullshitting you. Loaf is actually hitting legitimate underdogs, and he's hitting locks too that are, some of them are coin flips. Like, seriously, look at this. Like, doing absolutely phenomenal with the lock picks, 80%. There's no slowing down for Loaf. It's his birthday weekend. We're bringing the heat. Yeah. And he's probably going to hit 6 in a row, dog of the week. Not going to lie, I have a little sprinkle on Andre Fialho by KO. That's how he's going to get it done.
For sure.
Yeah. Buckley's chin's not great. Fialho's chin's not great. Someone's going to get knocked out.
They're both of their loss records are the exact same.
Yeah.
They both lost 4 by KO and 2 by decision, I believe.
And on the early prediction show, I was going Buckley. I'm going to stick with the pick for Buckley just because Fialho is a big underdog. I think Buckley could potentially land the shot to get it done. He has some highlight reel knockouts, and he can mix in that wrestling. And I think your dog streak is going to have to come to an end at some point. That's why I was going Buckley as my pick. I'll stick with it. But I am rooting for you, and I'm putting my money with your underdog of the week this week. How can you fucking not? Yeah. You know what I mean? How can you not bet on your underdog when you're 5 in a row, about to be 6 potentially? Buckley's making the move down, has to cut 15 pounds. Definitely worth the sprinkle this week, Loaf, and that's a good pick.
Yeah, it's probably one of the best underdogs you can.
Yeah, it was very tough to pick an underdog.
He'll fight for the money anyway.
Tough to pick an underdog because we want to make value for you guys. We don't want to pick an even money fight or even a favorite as an underdog because that doesn't make any sense at all, right?
No.
So, next fight of the night, we got Emily Ducote, Lupita Godinez. And Godinez is Mexican. I'm going to point that out to everybody. She moved to Canada when she was 15. She's not Mexican-Canadian. She is Mexican, but she is a Canadian citizen living in BC. Just pointing that out, make that very, very clear for everybody. She is one of the picks we're switching on. I think she wins the fight. A little Canadian bias, but she's not Canadian. She's a Canadian citizen. I think she wins the fight. She has a lot of decision wins. I don't think she's going to get the finish here. Switching the pick because, you know, I just think she's all around better fighter. It's a women's fight. She's the favorite. Likely should be the favorite. And to go against her, I just thought this was too quick of a turnaround. But honestly, I think she's just going to improve from her last fight against Cynthia Calvillo, who's probably maybe a level or two ahead of Emily Ducote. But close fight, not betting it. It's pretty well a coin flip. What do you got, Loaf? Are you switching your pick with me?
Yeah, I'll probably go to do the same thing, honestly.
Yeah, like she's the betting favorite. Like, fuck.
I'm definitely gonna go with Lupita on this one.
And she's a Canadian citizen.
And she throws a little more output, a little more aggressive when it comes to pushing forward and pressuring her opponent. So I'm gonna go Lupita by decision.
Yeah, 1 month turnaround though. That's kind of sketchy.
She likes being active.
The last couple people that made that quick month turnaround, though, they have lost.
Yeah.
And they have lost by finish. So just point that out there. Emily Ducote by finish was our early prediction pick. That could still be live, but Lupita is the pick right now by a decision.
Next up, we got my other lock of the week, Anthony Hernandez versus Edmund Shabazian.
I can't believe the line movement on this fight, Loaf.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Went from 130 to 150.
I did not expect him to go up that much. People do expect Edmund to get the knockout here for some reason. I don't expect it at all. Hernandez has a good chin. I think he'll weather the storm, whatever Edmund puts on him. And I think it's going to be a finish, man, for Anthony Hernandez. I was thinking decision, but I really think at one point he's going to take him to the ground, find that submission, or maybe be able to get something on the feet going.
So you're going to have to change your lock prop of the week, which was decision for Anthony Hernandez.
Yeah, maybe.
You might have to.
It's the more I think about it, I think he's going to keep pressuring, get takedowns, and they might find that sub. Edmund's never been subbed. I think decision's still a good pick. I just don't know. I
thought he was en route to a decision against Marc-Andre Barrio, and then he pulled that submission in the third round, and he also got the sub against the black belt hunter, Raul Vieira. Submission's definitely live any fight that he fights.
That's what I mean. I might have to put some money on submission. I'll stick with my decision because it could be definitely a decision for sure.
And there's more value in the decision, too.
Yeah.
Edmund's no joke. He has a good takedown defense. He could keep getting back up and avoiding those submissions. Like you said, he has a good submission defense as well, so...
Yeah.
Never been submitted, Edmund Shabazian. He only has the 2 knockout losses. Anthony does not have the power to knock him out. He's going to dominate by a decision or he's going to submit him.
Yeah, one of the two.
Yeah. And this is the next fight that we're switching the pick on. We got to go Angela Hill. Mackenzie Dern coming off that divorce. Her interviews, something with her eyes just looked sunken in. Didn't look great. Angela Hill can sneak out those weird wins like Loaf mentioned to me before. And I think this is one that she kind of comes in here as an underdog and sneaks it by a decision. You know what I mean? Mackenzie Dern burned me before on parlays, and I'm not going to have that happen again. I guarantee you that. So,
like I said, at the last minute too,
I'm switching my pick.
on all my bets, I put Hill, and then Ryan even says like, "Well, why don't you switch to her then?"
Yeah, like if you're betting on her, you might as well make her your pick on the final show here.
Honestly, like I did pick, I picked
Mackenzie
Dern for my first set of picks.
Yeah, so did I. Like I said, she was my girlfriend, and I always bet her by sub, but
Angela Hill has great takedown defense. She's a great striker. She has fought really, really high-level competition.
And having good takedown defense and Mackenzie Dern having 11% takedown accuracy, red fucking flag.
Yeah, it's a big red flag. I think Angela Hill's better on the feet, man. I think she's really good with the hands. I think she'll be able to put up a good... She might win by a split decision, but I'd say it would be a unanimous decision.
Yeah, Angela Hill's definitely probably going to be better on the feet. She's going to be quicker, and she's probably going to be hungry for this win, too, over a big name in Mackenzie Dern.
Yeah. She looks good, too. She looks fit.
And don't forget to smash the like button and suplex the subscribe button. Once we hit 500 subscribers, we're setting up a giveaway bot in the free Discord. If you want to join the Patreon, it's only $5 a month, exclusive and early access to all of our bets. And now it's time for the props of the week. Last week I went 3 for 3, and I hit my lock, and I hit my dog. Loaf hit his lock and dog last week as well. Last week you went 0 for 3 on the props of the week, but the fighter you picked still won the fight. Just the wrong method of victory. Let's see if you can switch it up this week.
My lock prop is going to be, I'm just going to stick with it for you. So I'm going to go Anthony Hernandez by decision.
Yeah, stick with it. Submission, though, is live.
Submission is live,
yeah.
but
whatever you guys want to do. Decision, submission.
I feel like Edmund will be able to hold out, though. I feel like it'll be a dominant decision for Hernandez.
And my lock prop of the week, I'm going Nick Fiore, my lock of the week by KO. And it's 433 on Betway. Chase Hooper does not have the striking. to stay on the feet with Nick Fiore, and Nick Fiore's training that New England cartel with Rob Font, Calvin Kattar. His hands are going to look improved from his last fight, and his last fight against Mateus Rebecki.
He actually landed some good shots.
He landed some good fucking shots, and that was a very, very good loss to Hev, and he went the distance with him too. Rebecki's a finisher. I love Nick Fiore for the pick here. Value prop of the week, Loaf. Let's hear it.
My value pop is going to be Rodrigo Nascimento by KO TKO. I believe with that reach and the size, I think he'll find it on Latifi this time for a KO.
Plus 300, our lucky number 2, $4 on Betway. The $4 props have been cashing. And for my value prop this week, I'm going to double down on Nick Fiore. Give me round 1, $4.50. I think Chase Hooper's getting slept within 5 minutes. Easy money. Chase Hooper sucks on the feet. And underdog prop of the week, Loaf.
I'm going to go Andre Fialho for KO TKO at plus 300.
To go 3 in a row, man.
Yeah.
And that's how he's going to do it too, right?
Yeah.
And my underdog of the week, I know you don't agree with it, but I got a knockout as well. Another plus 300. Give me Michael Johnson for the KO. And this is going to cause you to do a shoey. Back-to-back shoeys for Loaf.
Yeah, we'll see.
And 3 dogs in a row hitting by KO for me. Let's get it. Michael Johnson. Resurgence. He's coming back. And Loaf, give them the loony luck. We did it on the early prediction show. It was just a coin flip.
The loony luck this week actually wasn't too bad. It's
Not bad at all.
Michael Johnson, Fialho, Lupita Godinez, Karolina Kowalkiewicz, and Themba Gorimbo for 34 units. 34.75 units.
Yeah, for $1, $34 back. I already put $1 down on that for $34. Why fucking not? You know what I mean? The loony talks, and I'm going to listen. Moneyline Magic, like I said, Patreon members only get access to that. Last week we won 7.5 units with Alberg, Morono, and Williams, plus 125. We gave that out for absolutely free, but you got to pay $5 a month if you want exclusive early access for all of our bets. Patreon Platinum forecasters are getting paid. Make sure you suplex the subscribe button. $500 giveaway once we hit 500. We just hit 200. We really appreciate the support, everyone. Best of luck on your bets. Love's birthday tonight. He's going out for some drinks, and I'm going to get this video out for you guys. Let's get it.